What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. So I got a question to ask y'all. First, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. What determines where a person is from? What determines a person's hometown? Is it where you're born or where you were raised? Now, to me, the obvious answer is where you were raised, where you were cultivated. Where did you learn, like where did all of your formative years occur, right? What do I mean by that? Kanye West was born in Atlanta, Georgia, moved to Chicago, Illinois at 3 years old. He learned really how to talk, how to walk. He was speaking in Chicago slang. He ate Chicago food, got on Chicago buses, got on Chicago trains. Again, how he walked, how he talked was Chicago, not currently. He talked in Calabasas now. But then he was talking in Chicago, repping Chicago, wearing Chicago apparel. Everything about him was Chicago. You would have never known he was born in Atlanta, Georgia if he didn't tell you, right? And I can say the same thing for Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe was born in Roseland Hospital in Chicago, Illinois. I believe somebody said in Roseland Hospital. He was born in Chicago, right? Don't nothing about Shannon Sharpe saying Chicago. Why? Because he was raised in Glenville, Georgia. Everything about him seems Georgia. From the way he talks, the inflections on his voice, his stories growing up, things that he grew up eating, his life experiences, everything is Georgia. So he can't be from Chicago, right? And I'm like, man, because it started because somebody was saying, well, Jalen Brunson. Somebody like Jalen really from Jersey. And I don't know how long he lived in Jersey. I didn't do my research. I saw that they moved a lot because his father, Rick Brunson, was a basketball player in the NBA. He was a journeyman, right? And so I'm like, man, where did he really settle in at? Because I said that, he was from Lincolnshire, Illinois, because people were trying to claim him in Chicago. I'm like, no, he did not have our life experiences. He did not grow up in Chicago culture. None of that. He's not Chicago because he did not live here, right? And so some people were like, no, he's from Jersey. He's from Jersey. And I asked, how many years was he living in Jersey for real? Like, was he just because he was born there? He from Jersey? Because that can't be the case. And I'm going to say this too. Shout out to all my New Yorkers that follow my channel and subscribe to my channel. I love y'all, man. We love having these conversations. But I'm going to say this about New Yorkers. It seemed like New Yorkers claim everybody born in the state of New York. It seemed like a lot of New Yorkers do that. Like, they claim Michael Jordan because he born in Brooklyn. Michael Jordan ain't nothing about Michael Jordan, New York City at all. Nothing. Not the way he talked, not the way he dressed, not the way he carried himself. He didn't rep New York. Like the boy, North Carolina to the bone gristle, went to North Carolina. He did like for real owning the Hornets, the North Carolina team. He didn't even seek ownership in no New York franchise, not even the Brooklyn Nets. He didn't even seek ownership in that. You know what I mean? So it's like Michael Jordan, everything about him is North Carolina, right? Same thing with Errol Spence. I seen New Yorkers trying to claim Errol Spence because he was born in New York. They're like, yo, that's a New York boy. That's a New York boy. I'm like, y'all got to cut it out. Ain't nothing about Errol New York at all. Not the way he talk, nothing. Errol hang with Dallas rappers. He talk with a Dallas, not dialect. He talk with a Dallas accent, with a Texas accent. He listens to Texas music, hangs with Texas rappers. He eats Texas food. The boy got a ranch and a farm, like a real Texas boy. Like, what? I like, bro, ain't nothing about Errol. New York, everything about him is Texas. Everything. Always bringing Texas rappers out when he walk out to the ring. Always. Whether it's Trap Boy Freddy, Yella Beezy, Big X the Plug. Always, what's my boy name, man? What's my boy name? Big Tuck. That sing rap Southside the realest, right? And Not a Stain on Me, right? He always is surrounded by Texas. I'm like, that because he was born in New York do not make him a New Yorker. Because I know one thing, man. Chicago, I made a video about this. I ain't giving out Chicago passes to folks. And everybody different. I'm not doing it. You wasn't on that red line, that blue line. You wasn't at the Bud Billiken Parade, the largest black parade in America. I believe it is. Y'all look that up. The Bud Billiken Parade in Chicago. Southside Parade, run through King Drive. Biggest parade, biggest African American parade, Black American parade in the country, right? You wasn't at the Bud Billiken Parade. You wasn't eating Harold's chicken as a delicacy. I'm not talking about you eating it like, oh my God, it's a special occasion. Like, we ate Harold's on a regular. You hear me? We didn't eat Giordano's on a regular deep dish pizza. We ate Italian Fiesta on the south side. Other people, on the west side, I'm not sure what they was eating on the west side because I'm a south sider, but they was eating thin crust pizza too. They was not eating no deep dish pizza. You wasn't, at the block parties. You wasn't again, you wasn't riding on the L's, you wasn't riding on the bus, you wasn't eating at Tourist Flavors, you wasn't eating at Uncle Remus, you not from Chicago. You not. These are staples of the Chicago experience. You know what I mean? You ain't get that one day bus pass back in the day for $5 and just hop on a bus and go downtown and go to Navy Pier. Come on, man. You not Chicago for real. You not. Not for real. You not Chicago at all. So I'm like, it's just very interesting. I'll be like, yo, the New Yorkers be trying to, anybody born there, they be like, you New York. Hey, man, you can be born in Chicago all you want to. If you ain't grew up here, we ain't doing that. Montana or 300, he born in Chicago, he ain't from here. That man is from Peoria. And be trying to claim Chicago, talking about he came back and forth, he was hustling in Chicago. You can hustle here all you want to. You can do the hustling all you want to. Were you cultivated here? Did you go to school here? Was you in elementary? You went grammar school. We call it grammar school. Was you in grammar school? That's elementary school for people who don't know. Did you go to high school here? Did you have your daily experiences here? Did you have your first kiss here? Did you learn how to talk to girls here in Chicago? Was you growing up here? Were you embedded in a city? Were you homegrown? Did you learn your life lessons here in Chicago? Did when your mama tell you had to be in a house before the street light come on, was that in Chicago, Illinois? When your mama sent you to the corner store for some bread and some lunch meat and some hot dogs with that link card and some Kool-Aid packets with that link card, was you in Chicago or not? Montana 300 wasn't in Chicago. He was in Peoria. And ain't nothing wrong with that. There's some great people come out of Peoria, man. Richard Pryor from Peoria. I feel like he should rep Peoria. You know what I mean? But it was cool to say you from Chicago when you get on because Chicago had the wave at the time. The drill wave was massive. The whole entire drill movement was monumental. It was reaching across the globe. But he ain't from Chicago. So that's how I feel, man. You can be born in Chicago all you want to. When I went to college in Mississippi, so many folks down there tried to tell me I'm from Chicago too. Yep, I moved here when I was 5 years old. Bro, you from Mississippi, dog. You born in Chicago. I moved here when I was 3 years old. I'm from Chicago. No, you not. You from Greenwood, Mississippi. You from Itta Bena. You are from Indianola. You are from Clarksdale. You are from Sunflower. You are from Jackson. You are not from Chicago, Illinois because you were born there. You was raised in Mississippi. You was raised in Memphis, Tennessee, etc. It's about where you raised, man. Machiavelli Mills TV, I'm out.